All right, so what this is that you're going to see is a very early draft. Don't take any of the final look of what this is as what we are planning, because this is just a guideline. This is a storyboard. This is a rough draft. Some of the content is stock art. All right, so this is the application. The goal is to have a text navigation on the left and a visual graphical representation in the middle of the screen. They wouldn't be wireframes, they'd be full color, maybe 3D, but every one of these options is repeated. On the left you have your basic things that you would want if you're on a desktop to maybe change the language, or whether it's light or darks theme for the interface. Where this persistent navigation lies, because we could just as easily spread it across the top of the interface, or across the bottom, right, this does not matter, but it is configurable. Alright, so you would start by logging in. As a customer, you can register, or you can put in your credentials that you've already used. And then from here, you can access the manuals for the products that you've already purchased from us, the warranties for those same products, and any of the contracts that you signed when you made a purchase. We also have your user profile, so you'd be able to manage all of the normal stuff. Here's my photo, my address, maybe my payment information pre-processed. I don't know. What I do know is that gathering information from the customer about their likes, their dislikes, could be entered here so that when they go into the sales process, we already know, oh, you're looking for a French country house. That's your motif that you have running. So we'll pre-filter to the stuff that's relevant to you. We can see our map of where we live, but you probably already knew that. All right, so moving into products. Again, everything that's in the middle of the screen is repeated on the left. So I have bathrooms here, and in the 3D model, this is fully interactive, I can select the bathroom and dive into that. Now when I do that, I get another menu that shows me the sub-content, products that we sell in bathrooms. And the 3D visual zooms into that part of the house, so we see it closer. And then again, if I click on vanity, I have more things that go inside of that, and I zoom in again. This is a very easy to navigate approach, but as you can see, this menu is going to start stacking up. We don't want to do that because it's going to dominate the entire screen. So what we're going to do is simply stack it up on the left. Once you click on one menu, the previous menu disappears, the new menu takes its place, and in the bottom left corner, there's always a back button. So if you're like, oh no, I didn't want to do bathrooms, I want to come back out. Click back, you know where to find it, it's always there. We also have a search function. So if you say, hey, you know, I opened this program, but I really just want to show the customer that one cabinet door that he was interested in. You know what the SKU number is, you can punch it in, it goes straight to that product, or maybe it's a particular subcategory. So you can search for that stuff. On the top right, we have a flyout tab. If we click it, it's going to give us a summary of what we have in this bathroom. So we can see the layout, style, the measurements, and if we click on the layout, this will give us a quick select for different shapes for the bathroom. If you saw the kitchen visualizer that we put out some years ago, we had a similar thing where we showed you an L-shaped kitchen, a U-shaped kitchen, you know, all the standard shapes that you would want. Here you can select it, and it will reconfigure the shape and the arrangement of the items and the products that are found inside of that. Clicking down to style, this is where a lot of the predefined motifs would be collected. So if you said, hey, I want a traditional bathroom, or a contemporary bathroom, modern, whatever, French country, whatever that means. As a company, we can curate this list of readily desired designs that fit the bathroom layout. So if I click on this red one, it'll change the bathroom to red. If I click on the light blue one, it'll change again the things in that bathroom to that motif. It doesn't change the layout. So those are two independent concepts. All right, this is also a designer. So right now we have apps like 2020 or Rapid Sketch, which would allow you to design the shape of that space and then by extension get a quote on the price based off of the amount of material. Well, here we want to make it very user-friendly. So you can grab the wall and drag it forward, resize the room. You can also grab the items inside of the room. So here's the toilet, and we can move it around, spin it into a different corner. This isn't necessarily going to change the cost of your bathroom quote, but it will help you to visualize it as it is in your house, how it's pertinent to you. We also want to give you the ability to draw in walls. So let's say you have some funny U-shaped bathroom. Well, you click on an edge, and then you drag out a wall. You can put in a diagonal. Whatever it is, we want to make it very user-friendly. All right, so I'm going to click on the doors here. Now, doors is a final destination. There are no subcategories here. And when I do that, I get a list of swatches for the cabinet doors that fit into this category. So we're no longer going through navigation, we're looking at product. We have our typical controls. We can change the scale of these thumbnails. We can switch it from a grid view, which is what we're looking at right now, to a list view, which might show us extra information, maybe pricing, maybe just the name of the style. We also have filters on the right. So this follows with that video that you saw early on, where we can say, hey, I want something that's blue and French country, and whatever is important to you, that's where you start. You filter it down, and what you're left with are the products that match your interests. If you like something, you can simply drag and drop it onto the 3D model, and it applies to the bathroom. But if you really want to get more information about this product, sell yourself on the product. You click on it, and it'll take you to a focused presentation on just that product. We have beauty shots, we have the types of materials it comes in, the stains, and the 3D model again, which is fully interactive. You can spin it around, look at it from the back, and apply these different choices to that object. We also have all the content that we would typically put into our sales presentation. So these typically, they're in our SFA presentation. It's Flash. We want to take it out of that format and put in as much content as you want. Maybe as a certain manufacturer, you have the sales pitch video followed by a bunch of fancy verbiage. Here we have the installation process, the benefits of an MDF board. Whatever it is, it loads up kind of like a web page. You can scroll through it, you can look at all the content. So we come back to the bathroom, and I'm not sure which of these I want, but I do know that these 3 doors that I've starred are something that I want to compare. So I can star them, and then click the compare button, which will put me into a 3-up comparison view where I can then filter out the stuff that doesn't matter to me. Oh, this is a bit more expensive, or it doesn't have the warranty I want. I can get rid of that, and since this panel is still open, I can add additional doors to this view without exiting back and forth to pick something, compare something. Now, as a customer, I may not know exactly what I want. This all looks very interesting, but I'm a little dense and I want some help. On the left, persistent menu, we have a support button. This will open up self-help, documentation, FAQs, other training that we want to show the customer or our sales reps. Live chat, texting to a sales rep who might answer your question. Contacts, phone calls. So if it's a particular department like sales or the installers or whoever it is that you need to contact, this is where you would get to it. And then video calls, which, as I stated at the beginning of this video, we really do want to put you in contact with someone who can answer your questions. And this isn't just for fun. This person would have the ability to look at exactly what you're doing today on your screen. So you've already started a session, you've built up some options. You ask for help. This person isn't just looking at you, they see what you see. And if you want to let them, they can pilot the presentation from here on out, picking out the things that would fit your desires. So John Smith gets off the call with our Anna Sui, and now we have a spec'd out bathroom. We know what we have in our shower, in our bath, in our flooring and vanity. We didn't pick anything for the toilet. But this summation is the total cost of those materials. For some of these, as you might have noticed, the vanity was a composite of a lot of choices. It wasn't just a vanity. There's the mirror and the faucet and the sink and the countertop and the door. All of that gets fed into that final price. So we know exactly how we came to that. And if at any point you say, oh, this isn't really what I want, that's a little bit too expensive, surely there's something else, or maybe I want something more premium, I can simply click on the icon that's on the left, And it would take me straight to those swatches for me to change out whatever I picked. Alright, so in the bottom, rather than just adding it to the cart, I also have a save to wish list. So we want to have wish lists. You can build these up, you can share them. I'm going to name it the Master Bath Idea and put it on the shelf because really I want someone to come to my house and look at this.